is our Diophantine equation. In that equation, we are substituting x and y value. Here x we are taking x naught plus bt by t, and y we are taking y naught minus at by t. Okay, so we are choosing x is nothing but x naught plus bt by t, and y is nothing but y naught minus at by t. So multiply inside the bracket, we get ax naught plus by naught by dt minus ad by d into t. Okay, so next step. So cancel the last two terms, ad minus bt by d and minus ad minus dt by t. Jaykumar sir, what happened? This
मैम
two
ऊपर
terms,
visible का
yes sir, yes. At by t minus ad by d, if you are cancelling, we get ax naught plus by naught. Already we take it as x naught y naught is a particular solution. Upper ax naught plus by naught is equal to c. So again we get that right hand side. Therefore your solution format is x naught plus bt by d, y naught minus at by d. That is your solution format. Next, we are going to prove this one is the actual solution format. This is the one and only solution format of your Diophantine equation. How can you prove that one? So next one. So every solution of the linear Diophantine equation is of the above form only. So suppose we are taking, there are two different type of trial solutions. Okay, x naught, y naught, already we choose that is a particular solution, trial solution. And I am going to take one more solution set, x dash, y dash. Okay, so about what we get, ax naught plus by naught equal to c, and also ax dash plus by dash equal to c. Both in both the equations your right hand side is equal, so left hand side I am going to equal. So ax naught plus by naught equal to ax dash plus by dash. So now bring this ax dash into left and right hand side and by naught into other side. We get, and a is a common term, we bring outside. So a into x dash minus x naught equal to b into y naught minus y dash. Okay, next divided throughout this equation divided by the GCD. So if you divide it by d, it is a by d x dash minus x naught equal to b by d y naught minus y dash. So already we know that d is a GCD of a comma b. So if d is a GCD of a comma b, and we know one result that a by d GCD of a by d comma b by d. Already we know that d is a GCD of a comma b. If you divide the d in by a comma b, so and then take GCD. Okay, so GCD of a comma d comma b comma d equal to 1. Okay, right? I think all of you know this result, right? So if in this equation, the previous equation, a by d x dash minus x naught equal to b by d y naught minus y dash, right? So if you bring this b by d into the other side, it divides either a by d or x dash minus x naught. But the GCD of a by d comma b by d equal to 1. So b by d cannot divide a by d. So surely it divides x dash minus x naught. That here we write that result. B by d divides x dash minus x naught. So if it is divides x then it implies that b by d into t equal to x dash minus x naught. I already told that if it divides, then you have to write that into some integer into that term. So b by d into t equal to x dash minus x naught, which implies x dash is x naught plus b by d into t. Okay, sir.
हाँ
Jaykumar
सही
sir,
हाँ சொல்லுங்க
mic
மேம்
bottom mute பண்ணுங்க sir.
ஓ ஓகே அதான் நான் யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன்
Sir, PPT இதாயிடுச்சு. Thank you, sir. So x dash equal to x naught plus b by d into t. So again we get the same format, x naught plus b by d into t. Okay, so now again substitute that x dash value in the same equation, ax naught plus by naught equal to ax dash plus by dash. If you substitute in the place of x dash, the value of x dash, we get a x naught plus a b by d t plus by dash. Already in the left hand side ax naught, so cancelling ax naught on both the sides. What is the remaining? By naught equal to ab by d into t plus by dash. Now you bring that ab by d t into other side. So we get this one, by naught minus ab by d into t equal to by dash. So taking b as common, remaining y naught minus a by d t equal to by dash. So cancelling b on both sides. So we get y dash is the same format, y naught minus a by d. Okay, so this one is the general solution of linear Diophantine equation. So first, if you want to find the solution of linear Diophantine equation, first your equation is of the form ax plus by equal to c. That is your equation format. Second thing, write down ABC coefficient, ABC values. Third thing, find GCD value. GCD is nothing but coefficient of a comma b. And then choose your trial solution. That is particular solution. It is nothing but x naught and y naught. So using that particular solution, write down the general solution of your linear Diophantine. By using this formula, the general solution is nothing but x naught plus bt by d, y equal to y naught minus at by d. That is the general solution of linear Diophantine equation. In that, t is nothing but it is an arbitrary integer. So if you put, there are a lot of values for t, we get infinite number of solutions for that Diophantine equation. Okay, so this is a theorem. So using this theorem, I am finding the solution of linear Diophantine equations. Okay, so next problem. So already we solved the 1-2 mark problem. How can you solve this problem? Write down A, B and C values and then find D value. Check whether the D divides C or not. If it is divides, then it is solvable. Does not divide, then it is not solvable. It is only 2 mark question. Okay. So, but we are going to find the solution. Solution is your 8 mark question. Okay. Already we solved the second problem also. Now we are going to solve the third one. Third or fourth one, I need fourth one. Third one, again I come back to third one. Fourth one, listen mom. This is your Diophantine equation, linear Diophantine equation. The coefficient of x is 1776. That is your A. Okay. So first write down your A value, 1776. Next write down your B value. What is your B value? It is a coefficient of y. So coefficient of y is 1976. Next, write down your C value. C is nothing but the constant term of your equation. That is your right hand side term. So right hand side term is 4152. C is equal to 4152. Okay. So write down this A, B and C value. This is the first step. Second step, find D value. D is nothing but GCD of A comma B. Okay. So how can you find this GCD of A comma B in a proper procedure is nothing but by using Euclidean algorithm. You find the GCD of A comma B. Okay. If it is small number, you can find directly. Suppose see this numbers are very big numbers. So I'm going to use Euclidean algorithm and then find using this Euclidean algorithm. I am finding the solution. I am finding the GCD of A comma B. Okay. What is Euclidean algorithm? I think already in unit 3. So we know that Euclidean algorithm. Now here once again I am going to repeat that. So first this is biggest number, take the biggest number, it is 1976. It is equal to, divide this by the second number. Okay. 1776. So 1776 is the divisor. Okay. So if you divide this by this, we get the quotient is 1 and remainder is 200. So you have to write that in the format of dividend equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Okay. This is the dividend. This is quotient. 1 is the quotient. 1776 is the divisor and 200 is the remainder. So you have to write the format as dividend equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Okay, so again, this is the first step. Again, take the divisor. Okay, so your remainder should lies between, very important point. Your remainder should lies between 0 to 0 less than or equal to remainder less than your divisor. Okay, surely your remainder is less than your divisor. So this is 200 is your remainder. I am going to again the divisor. So I'm going to divide the divisor by the remainder. Okay, here the divisor is 1776. I'm going to divide this by the remainder 200. So if you divide that, we get the quotient is 8 and the remainder is again 176. Okay, right? So in this is the dividend. Divisor is 200 and the quotient is 8 and the remainder is 176. So again come back. The third step. Third step is again in the previous step the divisor is 200, right? And the remainder is 176. So divide the 200 by 176. So upper dividend is 200 and divisor is 176 and quotient is 1, remainder is 24. So again write down the same format. Dividend equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So in this, the remainder is 24. Continue the same procedure. Okay. So 176 again divided by 24 because it is divisor and remainder. So again divide the 176 by the remainder 24. We get quotient 7 and remainder is 8. Okay. So again the same procedure. 24 divides by 8. We get 3 into 8 plus remainder is 0. If you get the remainder is 0, stop the procedure and write down the divisor is your GCD. What is the divisor in the last step? 8 is the divisor in the last step. So now 8 is the GCD of this A and B, that is 1776, 1976. This is the Euclidean algorithm. Okay, so dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that is the format. So if the last your remainder is occurring at 0, then the term divisor is called the GCD. Here the divisor is 8, so 8 is the GCD of these two numbers. So surely your 8 divides. Next step is we need to check whether that GCD divides your right hand side or not. So here the right hand side is 4152, that is C value. So here 8 is surely divides 4152, that is C value. So the equation is solvable. This is the first part of the problem. So your equation is solvable. Okay. The second part, I'm going to choose the x naught and y naught, that is a particular solution. First you are going to choose x naught and y naught and then finding the general solution. Okay, so how can I find the x naught and y naught? It is also one procedure. Trial and error is okay, and the proper procedure is I'm going to use this theorem, d equal to ax naught plus by naught. I think it is a linear combination. Okay, I think already I told. So x naught y naught is a solution of that one. You have to write d equal to ax naught plus by naught. This is linear combination way I am writing this. So d equal to ax naught plus by naught. How can you find this now? First start, actually your format is ax naught plus by naught equal to c. But here I am taking d equal to ax naught plus by naught. So d is nothing but 8. Okay, GCD is 8. Okay, so you are going to do the reverse order in the Euclidean algorithm. Okay, so this is the Euclidean algorithm. Previous is the Euclidean algorithm. I'm going to do the reverse way. Okay, so what is the GCD here? My 8. So d equal to 8 equal to, right? So write down this equation in the reverse order format. That is 8 equal to 176. Bring this term into other side. Minus 7 into 24. Okay. So 8 equal to, that is GCD is equal to, bring the GCD is only right hand side, remaining terms bring into other side, 176 minus 7 into 24. Okay. So again 176 keep as it is, minus 7 into the next previous step. Okay. So it is 24 equal to, again write down the remainder equal to. You have to write only remainder equal to remaining terms. Okay. So what is the remainder here? In the previous step, 24 is the remainder. Upper 24 is equal to Again write that 200 minus 1 into 176. In the place of 24, I'm going to replace 200 minus 170. It is only the reverse procedure. Okay, remainder equal to remainder equal to remainder equal to, again I'll substituting the remaining terms. So first 8 equal to 176 minus 7 and 24. Again I'm replacing this 24 equal to 200 minus 176. Okay, so what is this? Actually, it is 176 minus 7 into 200, minus into minus plus. If you bring this minus into in this side, minus into minus plus. So 7 into 176. Actually, 1 into 176. The first term is 1 into 176 minus 7 into 200, minus into minus plus 7 into 176. Okay, already 1 into 176. Here 7 into 176. So if you add these two, we get 8 into 176. Okay, minus 7 into 200 as it is. So add the first and third term, second term as it is. You have to add the first and third. So 8 into 176 minus 7 into 200. Don't multiply that because we need the format. Something into some a into x naught plus b into y naught. So don't directly multiply. Keep as such. Okay. So 8 into 176 minus 7 into 200. Next, go to again the Euclidean algorithm. Previous step. In the Euclidean algorithm, again I am going to replace the remainder. What is the next remainder? 176. So 176 equal to, so 176 equal to what is that term? 1176 minus 8 into 200, right? Right or not? Minus 7 into 200 and bring into first term. 8 into 176, 176 is the remainder. So again 176 replaced by 1176 minus 8 into 200. Again multiply inside the bracket. What we get? Minus 7 into 200, 8 into 1776 plus into minus minus 8 into 8, 64 into 200, right or not? So this is minus 64 200 and here minus 7 200. If you add both the things, minus 64 minus 7, so it is minus 71 into 200. So one more term is 8 into 1776 is as such. So minus 7 into 200 and it is minus 64 into 200 is minus 71 into 200. Again the format a into x naught, some b into y naught format. Okay. So and then again go back to Euclidean algorithm. The last step, back step. So it is 200 equal to. So in this step 200 is the remainder. So what is 200? 200 is equal to 1976 minus 1176. Okay. So replace minus 71 into, in the place of 200 you have to replace 1976 minus 1776 plus 8 into 1776. So again multiply inside the bracket, minus 71 into 1976 at minus 71 into minus means minus into minus plus 71 into 1776, 8 into 1776. Okay, 71 plus 8 is 79. So 79 into 1776 plus the first term as it is 1976 into minus 71. Now it is of the form your d equal to, now I am starting from d itself. Okay, 8 equal to, okay, so for d equal to I am getting some value into a plus some value into b. That value is 79 into a plus minus 71 into b, right? But actually our format is c is equal to ax naught plus by naught. That is your particular solution format. C is equal to ax naught plus by naught. So we need your right hand side is we need c value. Okay, so here it is a, it is d 8. Okay, but I needed c. So what is my c? It is 4152 is my c. Okay, so upon multiply throughout the equation by 519. What is 519, mom? If you divide 8 if you divide 4152 by 8, so it is 519, right? So multiply that 519 into this equation, we get 4152 equal to, don't multiply 1776, it is a is constant, so keep as such. Multiply only that 519 into 79, okay, inside the bracket term only. So 41001 plus 1976 into minus 71 into 519 is 36849, okay. So now it is of the form AC is equal to AX naught plus BY naught, but we are starting D equal to AX naught plus BY naught, but actually we need the format as C is equal to AX naught plus BY naught. So this is the format of CX naught, C is equal to AX naught plus BY naught. So now the X naught value is the bracket term and Y naught is in this bracket term, second term. So X naught and Y naught is the particular solution for the given equation. After finding the particular solution, find the general solution. General solution is nothing but directly substitute X naught and Y naught A, B, C, A, B, D values in your formula. So what is your general solution formula? X is equal to X naught plus BT by D and Y equal to Y naught minus AT by D. So X naught is 41001. B value already we know that 1776, I think. D is 8. So B divided by T, 1976 by 8 into T. Similarly, Y equal to Y naught value minus A value is 1776 into T by your GCD. D value is 8. Simplify this, we get X and Y. This is called the general solution. In this, where T is the arbitrary integer. So this is the way to solve the Diophantine equation, linear Diophantine equation. Okay, clear? Students, clear? Any doubt? This is surely one 8-mark question. Okay, compulsory one 8-mark question in this section. All of you clear that, mark? Say anyone, any doubt in this? If you know one problem, otherwise all are easy. Any doubt? So now again is any?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt? So okay. So I am going to take one more problem. So third problem. So same way we are going to solve the third problem. Okay. So 71x minus 50y equal to 1. This is your linear Diophantine equation. So your A coefficient is 71, A value is 71, this coefficient of X, B value is minus 50 coefficient of Y, and C is your right hand side, constant term, it is equal to 1. Okay. So next I'm going to find D value. So D is the GCD of A comma B. By using the Euclidean algorithm procedure, I'm going to find the GCD value. So in this, your B value is minus 50, but so you have to take only the positive value. Okay, don't take the negative sign. Consider only the positive sign, positive value only. Okay, magnitude value only. Don't take the sign. Okay, so 71 is equal to. So in this two terms, 71 and 50, your value is highest value is 71, smallest value is 50. So I'm going to divide 71 by 50. So our dividend is 71, divisor is 50. So what is if you divide it, we get the quotient is 1 and remainder is 21. So for 1 into 50 plus 21. Okay, dividend equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So again, in this equation, your divisor is 50 and the remainder is 21. So now I'm going to divide 50 by 21. Okay, divisor I'm going to divide by the remainder. So 50 equal to, if you divide it, you get 50 equal to 2 into 21 plus 8. In this, your dividend is your 50 and the divisor is 21. The remainder is 8 and the quotient is 2. Okay, so again the same procedure. 21 divides by 8. So if you divide 21 by 8, we get 2 into 8 plus 5. Remainder is 5. Okay, so divisor is 8. Again do the same procedure. 8 by 5. Divide 8 by 5. So 1 into 5 plus 3. Okay, so remainder is 3. So again 5 by 3. 5 divides by 3. So 1 into 3 plus 2. Okay, so again 3 by 2 divides 3 by 2. So 1 into 2 plus 1. So again 2. 2 is the divisor and 1 is the remainder. Okay, again do the same procedure. What we get, your remainder is 0. Either if your remainder is 0 or 1, you have to stop that. Okay, so if what is now, what is your GCD? Now what is your GCD? Your divisor is your GCD, right? If your remainder is 0, in that step, what is that divisor? It is 1 is the divisor. So that is your GCD. Okay. So in this, 2 is equal to 1 into 2 plus 0. 0 is the remainder. 2 is the divisor. 1 is the divisor. Okay, so what is the GCD? 1 is the GCD. So D is equal to, because in the previous step 1 is the remainder, in this step 1 is the divisor. Okay, so D is equal to the GCD of A comma B equal to 1. And also clearly this 1 divides your C. C is also 1. Okay, so 1 divides 1. So it is solvable. So this is the first part of the problem. So 1 divides 1. So it is solvable because this 1 is your C value. Okay. So next I'm going to find the particular solution x naught y naught in the same way using the reverse order. Okay, Euclidean algorithm reverse order. First you have to choose the format D equal to Ax naught plus By naught format. Okay, right? So what is the GCD? 1 equal to, in the Euclidean algorithm, 1 equal to what is the value? 3 minus 1 into 2. Head or not, 3 minus 1 into 2. Okay, so GCD is equal to 3 minus 1 into 2. So 3 minus, again replace, go back to the previous step. 2. In the previous step, what is in Euclidean algorithm? What is the remainder? 2 is the remainder. So substitute 2 equal to. So if you substitute 2 equal to, now what is 2 equal to? 3 minus 5. Okay, so 5 minus 1 into 6. Sorry, 3 minus 5 minus 1 into 3. That is your 2 equal to, value of 2 equal to. So now again multiply this inside the bracket. Okay, minus 5, minus into minus plus 1 into 3. Okay, so it is 3 minus 5 is 2 and minus 3 minus 5 is 2 and minus into minus plus, it is 1 into 3. Okay, so so in this step 3 minus 5 into so 3 minus 5 is 2 and then minus into minus plus 1 into 3. Okay, so but 2 I think some mistakes in this step. So actually we need to substitute in the reverse order only. Okay, 3 minus 1 into 2, again substitute in the place of 2 the Euclidean algorithm value. Euclidean algorithm steps, sir, go back to that step. Sir, Euclidean algorithm step. 2 equal to 5 minus 1 into 3. Again substitute 3 is equal to 8 minus 1 into 5's value. So again 5 equal, 8 equal to, next 8 equal to again 50 minus 2 into 21. 21 equal to 71 minus 1 into 50. The same procedure here we need to do it. Okay. So actually some mistakes in that. Actually it is 3 minus 1 into 2. 3 minus, in the place of 2, 5 minus 1 into 3. Again you have to write 3 minus 1 into 5 plus 1 into 3. One step you have to include it. 3 minus 1 into 5 plus 1 into 3. So it is already 1 into 3. Here 1 into 3. So it is 2 into 3. Okay, ma. Listen. 3 here 1 3 minus 5 minus 1 into 5 and minus plus 1 into 3. So already 1 into 3 into here or 1 into 3. So it is 2 into 3 minus 5. Okay. So again I am writing this 3 as 8 minus 5. So I am going to replace this 3 as 8 minus 5 because I need that format. That's why I am replacing this 3 as 8 minus 5. So 8 minus 5. So now you have to multiply 2 into 8 minus 3 into 5. Okay, 2 into 8 minus 2 into 5 minus 1 into 5. Okay, so minus 2 into 5 minus 1 into 5 is minus 3 into 5. One step is missing here. So 2 into 8 minus 3 into 5. So now replace in the place of 5, 21 minus 2 into 8. Okay. So 2 into 8 minus 3 into, in the place of 5, using reverse order, you have to replace 21 minus 2 into 8. So 8 into, this is minus 3 into 21, minus into minus plus. So 6 into 8, already 2 into 8, 6 into 8, so 8 into 8 minus 3 into 21. So again replace in the place of 8. Okay, 8 is 50 minus 2 into 21. So 8 into 50 minus into minus 16 into 21 minus 3 into 21. So minus 16 minus 3, it is minus 19, 21, a into 50. So again replace in the place of 21. 21 if you are replacing 77 minus 1 into 50. Now multiply 8 into 50 minus 19 into 71 minus into minus plus 19 into 50. Already 1 8 into 50, 19 into 50, so 27 into 50. Okay, don't multiply directly, you have to add it. Okay, because we need that format, some x naught into a, y naught into b. We need to that format only, x naught into a, y naught into b. Okay, right? So it is 1 equal to a x naught plus b y naught. Okay, I think your c value is also 1. Right? Right or not? D value is also 1, C value is also 1. Appa, this is your actual format. C is equal to ax naught plus by naught. No need to multiply any term because already it is of the form only. C is equal to ax naught plus by naught. So that your x naught value is now, your x naught value is minus 19, y naught value is 27. Okay. Now again substitute in your particular solution. Right? Sorry, this is your particular solution. Substitute in your general solution format. What is the general solution format? X is equal to x naught. What is your general solution format? X is equal to x naught plus bt by d and y equal to y naught minus at by d. Actually here d is 1. That's why I am not putting 1. Okay. X naught plus bt by d, y naught minus at by d. Now substitute your x naught, y naught and b, a values. You get the general solution for the linear Diophantine equation. Okay. Students, this is the linear Diophantine equation solution procedure. So find by using a Euclidean algorithm and reverse procedure of Euclidean algorithm. Using Euclidean algorithm, find the GCD, and reverse procedure, find the x naught and y naught value, and then substitute that x naught, y naught, we get the general solution. Any doubt, ma? Very, very important 8 mark. Any doubt in this? Students, on homework, please all of you try Mahavira puzzle problem in this way. Okay, right? Students say yes or no. That is your homework. Mahavir puzzle problem. In this way, you find the solution of the Diophantine equation. Okay, I think Mahavir puzzle problem question is already given, and then how to frame the equation, how to form the equation, I already explained. So using that, find the solution. Okay, here students. Thank you, ma'am. You can leave the class.